Hey, thanks for joining me today. This short little video is about understanding Medicare, simplifying the process. So let's just jump right in. I want to welcome you. Again, my name is Brad Rhodes. I'm the author of the best-selling book, Protecting Your Retirement. This presentation basically teaches individuals and couples approaching Medicare how to navigate the confusing enrollment process, understand your options, and get trustworthy guidance from a Medicare specialist, me, Brad Rhodes. If you'll stay till the end of the little video here, hopefully this is going to be a short video. I'm going to give you two publications. First is my Protecting Your Retirement book. This is an Amazon best-selling book I wrote a few years ago. It goes a little bit or a lot beyond Medicare. It talks a little bit about Medicare, but it also talks about how to protect your retirement, to make sure your money lasts throughout retirement. And also our book called Helping You Navigate the Medicare Maze. A lot of people like this little publication because it gives you step-by-step all the things you need to know about Medicare. So if you'll stay to the end, we're going to get you these two publications. All right, let me move myself a little bit out of the way here. All right, so the Medicare moment. You're about to start Medicare. Now what? New to Medicare and confused with all your options? Don't worry about it. You're not alone. Many people, or most people, are unsure about how to sign up, when to sign up, how to avoid penalties and all that stuff. We're going to get into that. So first, I want to go over some common questions. Here's a lot of the questions we get. Number one, so let's say you're approaching Medicare or approaching 65 or whatever. How do I sign up for Medicare? That's a big question people have. So I'll make a little distinction here. And the distinction is, are you drawing Social Security yet? The reason I ask that, so those of you who are already drawing Social Security, guess what? Medicare will automatically mail that Medicare card out to you about 3 to 3.5 months before you turn 65. So if you're already drawing Social Security, be on the lookout about 3 to 3.5 months ahead of time. You're going to automatically get that Medicare card. Believe it or not, you will. But a lot of you are not going to be drawing, or you're not drawing Social Security yet. A lot of people I talk to, you're going to wait till age 67, 68, even beyond to start drawing your Social Security. So if you're not drawing Social Security yet, Medicare will not automatically mail that card out to you. That's one of the things we do. Every week, I sign up about 5 or 6 people on Medicare. You can do it online yourself, or have somebody like me. I do it for people all the time. I don't charge for that. I can help you sign up. Or if you don't want to do it online, you can call your local Social Security office. Now, I know we're not signing you up for Social Security, but you can call your local Social Security office and say, hey, I'm getting ready to turn 65. I need to sign up for Medicare. How do I do it? They will set up a time for you, typically about a month and a half later, to sign up for Medicare. So you can either do it on the phone, you can do it online. I do it online every week for people and would be glad to help you. So that's how you sign up for Medicare. Do I enroll if I'm still working? Well, that's a good question. So if you've got what's called credible coverage through an employer or through a spouse's employer, and you're going to continue to work, or your spouse is going to continue to work past the age of 65, well, if you've got what's called credible coverage and it's affordable, you can just stay right on that employer plan, and you don't have to go on Medicare. A lot of us have heard, well, if I don't sign up for Medicare when I'm turning 65, I'm going to be penalized. Well, you may be penalized, but typically if you've got credible coverage and it's affordable, you don't have to sign up for Medicare. Here in a few slides, we're going to talk about our Medicare 101 webinar we offer. It's a complimentary webinar. It kind of goes over what do I mean by credible coverage. But if it's not credible, And and also it's not affordable. Like if you're paying $400 or $500 or more per month for it, you may very well want to come off of that employer coverage anyway. So also towards the end of the webinar here, into this video, I'm going to give you my phone number. So I work right here locally in North Carolina. I live in Lexington, North Carolina. I work in all 100 counties in North Carolina, but also work in other states outside of the area. So if you've got a specific situation you want to talk to me about, give me a call. Next question, Medicare Supplement or Medicare Advantage plan? So I kind of smile at that because that is what I call the $1 million question. Should you go with a Medicare Supplement or should you go with a Medicare Advantage plans? A Medicare Advantage plan. They both have their good. They also have their bad, both of them. So it really helps to navigate, again, that book, Navigating the Medicare Maze, and also in the Medicare 101 webinar, we talk about that very thing, Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage. And then that leads me into the last question. Do I need to pay someone to help me? Absolutely not. There are people online, Facebook, whatever, YouTube, they're charging people to help navigate this thing called the Medicare maze. Don't do that. It's ridiculous. We get paid by the insurance companies. I think these people who charge are trying to say, oh, don't trust these insurance agents. Well, if you find somebody who is a good person who wants to help you, we get paid by the insurance companies. You don't have to pay us. The insurance companies pay us to help you. Me personally, I work with multiple insurance companies. I'm not going to try to put you into one company I get paid more for. If you need a Medicare Advantage company with one of these companies we represent, I will help you sign up. If you need a Medicare Supplement, we work with multiple Medicare Supplement companies. Again, the insurance companies pay us, so we do not have to charge you anything for our services. Why is Medicare so dang confusing? Well, folks, we're talking about the government here. A lot of things the government does is unfortunately confusing. Some people call it the alphabet soup of Medicare. Parts A, B, C, and D. What in the heck does all that mean? Coverage gaps and penalties. Well, in this Medicare, Navigating the Medicare Maze book, and also our Medicare webinar we put on every single week, you can easily sign up for the webinar. We talk about all the parts of Medicare. We talk about the coverage gaps and penalties. And you can get a lot of this online. Sure. Just like I've got a friend of mine, she's a travel agent, and she talks about, you can do it online, set up your own vacation if you want to, and you may have a good experience doing that. But, a travel agent is going to help you when things go wrong, when the airline cancels your flight or something happens while you're on the vacation. So just like that, having a good guide to help you with your travel, I help people with Medicare. You don't pay for my services. The insurance companies pay us. So we're able to help you with the ins and outs of Medicare. It's good to have somebody local. I just can't emphasize that enough. Again, the online trap. I've talked about this before. There's a lot of resources, but there's also a lot of misinformation. I'm a believer that most everybody online, they have their own reason for saying things. I'm trying to think of the word. Anyway, they just have their own path they're trying to take you down. If you don't watch it, you're going to fall into exactly what they're leading you towards. Some people online, they talk about Medicare Supplement. Everybody needs a Medicare Supplement. Don't go with a Medicare Advantage plan. Well, it depends on your situation, depends on the state, the county, the zip code you live in. I do Medicare Supplements for some people. Some people, they want a Medicare Advantage plan. That's the best route for them. So it really depends. Yes, you can get a lot of information online, but I'm just telling you to be careful. The word I was trying to find is they all have their agenda online. Most people have an agenda, so be careful with that. What you don't know could cost you. So again, I'm not trying to say I'm the only resource out there in America, but here in North Carolina, I've been doing this for 33 years. I've seen exactly how it's worked with my mom and dad, the plan they're on. I've seen it work with my clients. I can walk you through the good and the bad and the ugly. It's too important to guess your way through it. You need to take advantage of somebody like me. Would be more than happy to help you. Get help from a specialist. So I've been doing this for 33 years. I've also trained my two son-in-laws. They do it now. We've helped thousands of people in North and South Carolina. I'm a retirement specialist. I'm also a Medicare advisor. Recently got my designation of a certified financial fiduciary. A fiduciary basically puts the client's needs and desires in front of my desires. So I've always felt like I've been a fiduciary, trying to do the best thing that's best for you. But now I have been I'm certified to say that I'm a certified financial fiduciary, looking out for your best interest. Personalized guidance you can trust. Personalized, what I mean by that is, you could have somebody who calls you on the phone. Boy, do they sound nice sometimes on the phone, right? But do you think they know the local landscape, the local networks, the doctors, the hospitals who take that plan? I doubt it. Now, they can fake it. They can look it up for 5 minutes and say, okay, I've got a good idea of the plan you need. But man, I'm telling you, it's good to have somebody local who knows the local landscape. I am old school, I'll admit it. I like to sit down face to face with people if at all possible. I did learn during COVID that if I need to talk to somebody over the phone, I can usually do a pretty good job with that. But I'm going to admit, I do like face-to-face meetings if at all possible. Here is a reference to our Medicare webinar. We put it on every single week. When we're done with the video here, I'm going to give you a link. If you want to sign up for one of these webinars, man, it walks you through, and you can rewatch that video. If you watch it one time, and then you might need to watch it another time or 3 times to get a good gist of what we're talking about, I would encourage you to watch that webinar. Medicare can feel overwhelming with all its parts, plans, and rules, but with the right guidance, it becomes a clear and manageable step towards protecting your health and future. Isn't that important to make sure we're protecting our health, making sure we get on the proper plan? So again, thank you. My name is Brad Rhodes. Feel free to call our office at any time. The number right here listed, you can call that number, set up an appointment. Be glad to talk to you. But the 3 items I talked about, the Protecting Your Retirement book, you might as well get it. I'm giving it to you free. Down below in the descriptions, you will see a link to how to get that book. Also, Navigating the Medicare Maze. That's a great little book that gives you the ABCs, step by step, how to do all this. And then thirdly, the Medicare 101 webinar. I think that's a valuable resource that you ought to take advantage of. Hope that helps. Look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great day.